Part 3 podcast.
Let's fucking go.
Stephen Malbon.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get right into it.
Put him down for the birdie, dog.
Just a bit outside.
Gang is back together.
Somebody give me a fucking putter. Hoard the putt in. I had to make it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the world famous Part 3 podcast, where you have myself, Stephen Malbon, champion J.R. Smith. I'm in Carmel, California. He's down in southern Florida. Let's get right into it.
What's going on, boss?
Missed you out in Carmel. We did a bunch of episodes. Then we went down and we did Vegas. Been a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to connect dots.
Super Bowl.
Vegas was fun. You made it out of there alive.
Man, quickly.
And then you've been back there.
College, man. College events. I had 2 college events since I last seen you. And it's funny because obviously, competing is different than regular golf. But kind of leading up to it, I felt like I was really practicing the right way. Had great sessions with my swing coach. Putting was getting really good. And then you get to that one hole in that first tournament, and it's just like shit just starts going sideways, bro. And not finding it, that shit is aggravating, man. So the first round I shot 77. Second round I shot 80. Third round I shot 85. The first tournament. Second tournament, I go out there and shoot 80, 82, and then I want to say 85. I played 3 tournaments since I seen you. Just came back from Myrtle Beach. Played like dog shit the first day. 80, 82. Then rebounded with 77. But it's hard, man, because it's like you go out there with a game plan, and then you see these young kids hitting it so good, hitting it far, hitting the shots they want to hit, and then you start getting aggressive, and then it's like, shit. Just stick to the game plan, man. But it was good, though.
Remington starting the Stevenson, the middle school golf team, Remy. And so he's either going to be 2 or 3. There's this kid, Dylan, who's really good. He's a 7th grader. Remy's 6. So Remy's trying to figure out if it would be better if he's playing number 2. So he'll be playing with the best kid. Y'all go out, 2 at a time?
No, we got 3s.
3s. So I think they do 2 and 2. So he's trying to determine, he's either 2nd or 3rd on the team. That's what he's thinking. Mm-hmm. And so there's been he's excited if he's 2nd to get to play with the kid who's really good. But then also if he's the 3rd guy, then he'll be the best in the 2nd group. So he can kind of captain that 2nd group with the 4th kid as well. I can't wait to watch that shit. But it's amazing how when he gets kind of stops golfing a bit, he did football and he did basketball, and he's after school they got this, and even in the house he's dribbling and dunking and all this fucking shit. I keep fucking with him and being like, bro, you got to talk to Swish. I can't watch this shit. Just start putting, dude. Just pick up the golf club. This ain't gonna work, Remy. This ain't gonna work. You're wasting time. Fucking dribbling around with the fucking Frenchie, trying to juke out the Frenchie, fucking breaking the shots.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Tell him, bro, you could be the next Jordan, or you could be, and that's Spieth, or
exactly.
You could be you could be the manager on UConn basketball team.
That's his only options.
Oh, that's funny,
we
man.
We got this ruler out, this metal yardstick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's we've been having the matches with it, how many you can hit in a row. It's like a 3-yard metal ruler with a little flat spot down the center of the metal ruler, and it's 3 foot or whatever it is, 4 foot. It's incredibly hard to do it, to putt it, if you barely push it or you barely pull it, it goes flat, and then the sides are almost
just falls off.
Yeah. But that's been like, it's amazing at how hard it is to do it. Where like last night, me and Remy were doing it, and I did it 8 times in a row. But like, this shit is nerve wracking on the 5th, 6th, 7th, because you know you can do it, but if you barely are off, it's coming off the yardstick. So we've been grinding and putting on that thing in the house, trying to get better.
Love that.
What about you? Do any practicing like at the crib? I feel like I can get better just if I'm at the house.
Man, I do so much putting. I don't really, it's funny because I have a very long mirror in my living room, and I should be looking at my setup and working on takeaways and stuff like that. But I don't. I honestly, I don't. I putt more in the garage though. I putt like shit in the garage.
Well, what are you putting on?
You know the stuff you lay down in the garage, like that, like not carpet, but like felt, kind of.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, but it's concrete underneath, so it rolls fast as hell. But
And then you just put down a little cup or something to hit at.
Yeah, it's funny because it helps me work on the putts I do need to work on, which is the uphill going to the right, and because it naturally slants that way. So I've gotten a lot better at that. I can't say that. A lot going on in golf, though, man. How you feel about the state of the game right now?
Just try to be positive and like look at the goods of everything, you know, and people are all freaked out. And I saw some like, I think it's fake news stuff where Rory said something about LIV, and, you know, then people are like, I told you he's going to LIV, he's taking the money. And then other people are like, that's fake news. And someone just made that sound clip up. And it's like, I don't know, man. There's so much. I just trying to almost feel like it's like politics in the United States. It's like I just want to stay out of it almost. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's like I don't
No,
really know
100%.
what's going on. I don't know who's rigging what. I don't know. It's so above my head. Like it's wild. And then, like I said, everybody's such an opinion. You know, where like half the people hate LIV, half the people love LIV. You know, it's like. I think all the pro golfers should love it. It got their money up. I mean, on our side, like for Malbon Golf, like we're doing stuff now with the PGA Tour. I see like the PGA Tour's Instagram and social media and that energy is changing up a bit, you know? So like competition, you know, is a good thing in some areas, right? Yeah, it's
Right.
obviously lame that like it's hard for me to watch LIV when I try to watch it because it's like, you know, it's like when if you got a friend who has long hair and they shave their head, it's awkward to look at it first because you get used to a certain look. So for me, it's
Right.
hard. It's been kind of hard for me to enjoy watching the experience of LIV, but I love a lot of those players, you know, from
Right.
Sergio to Brooks, like Rom. I mean, Phil, there's action. Like, I wish I could watch all the guys play together. Maybe that's down the road. You know, at least it's at the Masters around the corner where
Right.
that's exciting.
Like at least it's 4 times a year. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy,
And
man. Crazy because I just watched the full swing season, and I didn't realize that Henry Stenson and was it Poulter? About to leave like Ryder Cup captains, and then when they left, they got like banned from the European Tour because they gave their card back or something like that, and they got banned from the Ryder Cup. And I'm thinking about it like, damn, Rahm's gonna get banned from the Ryder Cup. Like that's crazy. That was like the first thing I thought about. And then I thought, I was like, okay, even if it is true, let's just say it is true, Rory does go to LIV. He's not going to play in Ryder Cups either now. Like, that's drastic.
they let Brooks do it. Didn't Brooks do it?
The U.S. didn't ban him. The U.S. didn't ban you from Ryder Cups. They let Brooks do it, but the Europeans
Yeah.
banned him from playing in Ryder Cup.
The President's Cup did it too. I just saw the President's Cup said no LIV people on the President's Cup. It's like, dude, you need Cam Smith if you're that side. Like, what are you talking about?
100%. I don't know. You got to pay him. You got to pay him. You got to balance it out because the way, especially with like guaranteed money to me, Like if the PGA Tour is going to establish, it has been established and continuously going to move like the NFL or the NBA or MLB, they got to get guaranteed money because they work too fucking hard, bro. That shit is too hard to. And you literally have to throw your life away. You either making it or you struggling. To me, golfers wise.
We I went to Thailand and Singapore. I played in a couple LPGA joints, you know, and I'm just watching those ladies out there and like, man, that's a serious sacrifice those ladies are giving up in what they're doing, right? Like, you know, they're playing golf from like, they're going pro at like, I mean, Lydia was out there at like 14, right? Lydia Ko, 15, they're on tour. And then, you know, they go to what, like 35 or so, then they have the opportunity to like, you know, have a baby and like all of that stuff. So like the sacrifices and insane. I mean, yeah, like the Scottie Scheffler who obviously won the last 2 weeks in a row. He's got a great wife. I hear she's pregnant. They're gonna have a baby, you know, so he has like almost like something to work for, something to go out and, you know, bring home the bacon, right? Like go make money. And, you know, luckily he has that support structure to have a baby and all that stuff without him actually having to do it himself. But for the ladies, it's like, damn, they're sacrificing. The money isn't nearly, you know, the same amount of money, and they're out there grinding and just watching them like in the hotel, like, you know, it's like 9:30 at night. I'm leaving the little pro-am pairing party in the hotel, and there's this chick, this Korean girl who's like, you know, insanely good at golf. It's like 9:30 at night, and I'm watching her, and she's taking full driver swings in the lobby because she had to tee off at like 7 in the morning. You know, the next day. This was the Wednesday night, so she had to play in the morning. And then she's for like 20 minutes, she's just taking like slow motion, then full swing, full speed swings in the lobby. So now I rode the elevator up with her. I'm like, tinkering, you know? And she's like, yeah, I'm never not tinkering with her swing. And the hotel room was too small for her to hit a driver. So she's laying in bed, trying to go to sleep, thinking about her fucking placement at the top of her driver, gets up, grabs the driver, goes to the lobby, and is practice swinging in the lobby of a hotel the night before she tees off. Like, it's hard, man. I mean, you know, and then you ask them, it's like, it's amazing how much like you and I can love golf, right? Like we love golf and I love it. But then like, as you know, you just went through this tournament thing, right? And it's like, this shit is frustrating. You practice, you grind, you do everything under the sun, and you go out there and shoot 82. It's like, damn, 10 over?
Right.
Like, what in the hell?
Man. It's amazing because all that shit can be going good. You can have 5, 6, 7 holes, and then it'll be that one hole, and you right back. Like, fuck. I just seen Rory said something which I'm not mad at either because I think it makes a better product. Like, what do you think about cutting down the field or cutting back tour cards?
Isn't that what they're kind of doing?
I mean, not
With, like,
necessarily. I don't think. I mean, certain events, they cut the field, which I'm not mad at because it gives the people who are going to the event opportunity to see everybody. And it's like you've been to Ryder Cups or President's Cups. It's like it's a different environment when you're going to the holes where people are playing on, opposed to just the golf course is fucking flooded and packed, and you got to figure out where somebody's at and walk all the way across and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, luckily, right now, I think it's good for golf where you have like Wyndham got second at Arnold Palmer and Scottie won, and then the same for the players. And like, you know, yesterday you had Xander, you got, there's a bunch of dudes that are like known golfers, Fitz, like a bunch of the dudes that are like somewhat famous are at the top at the players. But then like if you take like all the other tournaments, not all, but like some of them random tournaments where you get like unknown dudes winning each week, right?
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know who I follow golf. I don't even know who half those people are. And then it's so thirst, like the kid who won, the one dude that was a bouncer.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And then it's just like all you hear. This golf media is crazy. It's like the dude wins, and it's like the biggest story in golf. And the whole catch is that like he had to bounce at night so he could practice golf during the day. It's like, damn, that's the story? Like, that's the story for like a month. That's all the fuck we're talking about. His little story of him being a bouncer is the only thing they can talk about, right? Like
Right.
his swing was buttery soft and smooth and fast. Like his swing was sick, but like they were talking about his swing because it was so tempoed out and they're talking about that. You know, even just yesterday watching the players or whatever, like, did you see where like when Rory hit the ball in the water and
Yeah.
then Jordan and Victor?
If it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, here we go. That's like 2 days, 48 hours. That's all they talked about was Rory's drop. And in Victor's, like, I think it went in by the turtles. You know, it's like they're
Right.
using the turtles on the side of the lake to mark where the ball and everyone's opinion. And then they get on the media. It's like, damn, we're talking about fucking turtles and a drop. Like, Rory knows what the fuck he's doing. He's not going to drop illegal. And like nothing even comes out of it. Just
Nothing.
2 days
Nobody,
talk about
like
a
both
drop.
of them, and Victor and Jordan were both good with it. Like, nah, that's good. That's a good drop. But he doesn't make, he still made doubled, I think. Like,
Yeah, and then it's funny, like people were like, is that a proper drop? Is it a proper drop? Right? And then I think he hit it on the green and he three putted. So then me, I'm like, I don't know, that might have been a weird drop. Like the golf guy made a fucking three putted. Like he would have, I don't know, if he three putted, might have been questionable.
oh man. I mean, just seeing him play well is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like his swing is incredible, Rory. I want to. I gotta see him win a major, man. I want to see him win a major so bad. You think he gets one soon?
I don't know, man. It's hard. This shit is hard. Like I'm watching Jason every week, you know, and it's like Jason went out 5 under Thursday, cruising, no bogeys. Or Friday comes out, birdies 1, 2. Now he's 7 under, cruising. Everything's great. Made another birdie. Gets on 9, pulls the driver in the shit a little bit, lays up to 110 yards, whatever, hits it 10 foot under the hole, uphill putt, leaves the birdie putt a little short. So he was
Mm,
about to get to 9 under, right? Was getting ready to get to 9 under, makes the turn, misses the birdie on 9, misses the birdie on 10, misses the birdie on 11, and misses the birdie on 12, just keeps missing them. Then he like doubles 17, hit it in the water, made a bogey, blah, 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 gets out of there at like 1 under. You know, so he got to 8, was about to get to 9. Next thing you know, he's back to 6. It's just like such a fucking grind. And then Saturday does whatever. Then I think yesterday he got to 4 under for the round. Coming in, he bogeyed 17 and tripled 18. It's just like, it's fucking hard, man. Even Rory, you know, Rory was right there and then he like hit 2 in the water
yeah.
over, you know, it's like hook the ball in the water. He knows there's a lake over there. He knows you can't hook it. Practices golf fucking 10 hours a day his entire life. Hits drivers all fucking day. One of the best drivers ever, ever, ever. Steps
Ever.
up and fucking hooks it in the lake. It's like, damn, this shit is hard.
Shit is hard, bro.
Even like that little putting thing over here that I'm doing, putting on that yardstick, right? So it's like my record last night was 8, and I kept trying to get to like 10, 11. You know, I wanted to do it because I was doing it against Remy. So it's easy when I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4, get up to like 6. Then that one gets hard. 7's way harder. 8's harder. 9, like the more pressure there is, it's amazing at how like basically when I was so focused trying to put it on that fucking yardstick that when I was done, my stomach would be like tight. And I feel almost like nauseous or something. You know what I mean? Where it's like
Hell yeah.
it's just, you have to focus so fucking hard. And then you want to play relaxed. You want to play free. But like, I think that's the thing. Even like, I read some stuff where like Jason Day was talking about like his vertigo or whatever was happening. Remember back in the day when he would like fall down and shit on the court? He said it's like your body's defense mechanism of like too much stress. You do it when in your tournament, it's like it's fucking stressful. It's like 18 holes. It's for 5 hours, maybe 6 in a tournament. It's a very stressful time, where your body's
Right.
like, bro, what are you doing to me right now? Like, hit it in the water, gotta drop, gotta fucking figure it out. And, you're looking at the scores, you're looking at the leaderboard, you're trying to
Man,
fucking make putts, you're leaving putts short. You afterwards, you want to like fucking puke.
man, that shit is mentally draining, dude. Like, seriously. And like, I didn't realize until playing college golf I was like really getting tired, because I could play 36 almost every day. Playing with the fellas and stuff like that is like, and don't get me wrong, obviously it's pressure because you bet and you gamble and stuff like that, but the tournament golf is different, man. It's different. You're really trying to outthink the field, essentially. Like, it's not like you're playing against the other person in your group. You're playing against everybody. And that shit is like, you literally got to stay the course and like just put up a good score, put up a good number on each hole, and take doubles and off the cart, because everybody's going to make bogeys. Everybody's going to make bogeys. Not a lot of people are going to make birdies, and birdies aren't going to be in college golf. I think birdies aren't going to be out there as much as the pros. That's for sure, obviously. But just playing for par, bro, that shit is. It's a boring game, but it's a fucking good game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It is fucking crazy. Competitive golf is nuts. With that being said, Wyndham Clark has been fucking, like, I know you just said his name earlier. He's been lighting it up, bro. And he's been working. I saw Watch Full Swing. He's working with this mental coach. Do you think it's way more mental for somebody like Rory, or who's had success early and then obviously trying to get the Masters, but just trying to get another big event? I think mental coaching is the way of the future for PGA golfers.
I mean, I think that like it's like a shrink, like, I try to tell Remy, if Remy like misses a putt, right? And then he'll say like, I'm the worst putter. It's like, dude, don't say that, because like your brain doesn't know you're kidding. Like, he's a good
Right.
putter. You know what I mean? When like you hit a bad shot and you say like, I'm trash. It's like, dude, your brain doesn't know the fucking difference. They know you. I know you're kidding. You're not trash. You just hit a weird shot, right?
Right.
I know you're kidding. Everyone in your group knows you're kidding. But like your brain doesn't know the difference. So I think that's shrinking from me watching the full swing too. Like, obviously they had to reboot him, Wyndham, on like being nice to yourself, and like, right, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna hit bad shots, but like you have to be careful on how you deal with bad things that happen in a round of golf, because like sure enough, you're gonna have bad fucking things happen, right? You're gonna have lucky
Right.
breaks, you're gonna have bad breaks, you're gonna have good swings, bad swings. I mean, even like last night when he lit that putt out, when it spit it out to go into the playoff, like that was brutal. I mean, he
Crazy.
did a half fist pump, right? He was half fist pumped and it just spit it. It's like, and then he put his hat over his head, over his face. He put his face in his hat, and like can imagine what the fuck was going on. But like,
And it's for 4.5 million.
oh, and he's still got a lot of money, but it's just like you tried that fucking hard to put yourself
Yeah.
in position, right? He hit a perfect drive. He hit a great wedge. Everything's good. Birdie putt up the hill. Hit it perfect. Goes in the hup and then spits it out. Just brutal. But like, how do you get through that? I guess my point is, I think he's in a better place this morning after that filthy fucking lip out on 18 because of that shrink. Like, it's okay,
Yeah.
like I think he's got things in place where it's like, dude, you got second 2 weeks in a row. Like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? Like, be angry that the fucking spit your ball out? Like, it was a good stroke. You can't,
Right.
he didn't push it. He didn't pull it. He pured it. He knew he made it. I knew he made
Yeah.
it. The whole world knew he made that shit until he didn't, So Rory, I don't know. I know that Wyndham was like a hothead and he was like angry all the time and be mean to
Yeah.
himself. But Rory seems like he, even on Full Swing too, it's like he felt like, obviously when you're like talking on behalf of the PGA Tour and you're making your life harder, right? You got
Yeah.
family stuff, business stuff. He's starting all these new businesses and new leagues. And, it's like at some point, it's very hard. Like even Scottie was saying that like the more success you have, the harder it is. The harder it is to keep doing what got you there, right? Like that. Like even from
Yeah.
basketball, right? Like you get lit, you get famous, you get everybody, yo, jump on the PJ. We're going to go here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You're like, fuck the gym. I'm on that jet. I'm going over here. This sounds
Wow.
great.
Shit's
Yeah.
amazing.
And even like Rory, it's like, should he be doing, 5 business meetings a week? Well, one side, yeah, because he's a businessman and, he has a family and he has obligations there. But like, if it's just the golf fan that wants to see him win the Masters, it's like, dude, you better just start clearing your schedule. It's like, just stop. Don't talk to people. Like, switch your cell phone number. Get in with your 3 little coaching trainer dudes, a shrink.
Yeah.
Stay out of it. Like,
Yeah.
Pasadena's all day.
It's hard, man, because you want to elevate as a person, not just as an athlete. And then, you obviously have, real goals from your childhood, and you still want to succeed in what you like, and what got you there. And that's one thing I always kudos Bron on, because he always used to say, keep the main thing the main thing. And, I feel like the main thing for him and is golf. And I don't know. I mean, obviously he's got shit. I'm not counting his money, but he's got plenty of money and more to come in. So I don't think he's hurting for a check. I think it's, if anything, it's just locking in and trying to be the best golfer, opposed to sometimes being quote unquote the best politician, I guess.
Yeah, the politician side, it's like,
You see, they'll sell you down the river, boy. They'll sell you
yeah.
down the river. Have you out there looking crazy? You over there rooting for them, and then before you know it, they backdooring you.
Yeah. And even like, poor Rory, like, not poor Rory, but Rory, like, he almost needs to go like to win or whatever. He needs to like go into the little media room and they're like, we want to talk to you about the drop. It's like, my man, I'm not talking about the drop. How about that? What's
Right.
next? like, no. Just start telling them no. Like, how do you feel? I don't. I don't feel. How about that? I'm going to practice. Are y'all done? Like,
Right.
I'm done. I'll do it because I'm supposed to do it, but I'm not answering these bullshit questions. Like, it's just nonsense. It's like you're going to make Rory sit and talk on TV so that the media has something to talk about his drop. It's like he made the drop. He made the decision. I'm not talking about it anymore, but they're so nice. Rory's so nice of a person. It's just
Yeah.
like he almost, in
He's
order
a
for him
great
to win,
dude, man.
he needs to just be mean in a way.
Yeah. Kind of like how Tiger used to be.
Yeah, it's like just sit there and like Tiger used to stare at them dudes. Like he couldn't stand being in there sometimes, right? And he had to
Yeah.
talk to him, but like just don't talk about shit anymore, Rory. Just fucking pull back. Just that's it. You did it. You tried. You played the little puppet for the tour. You're the nice guy. You're over here like sign autographs for kids. Be nice to the fans. Fuck the media.
It's like how Kobe used to be, man. It's how Kobe used to be. I'm here to
He
win.
did.
Everything else, leave me out of it. All this politics shit, I'm here to win.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's what Rory needs to do. And maybe a shrink can help him get to that point where, like, you've done enough for the game. Like, dude, you're out
100%.
here. You're a fucking superstar. Like, but
And you're
you
not a
got to take
dick,
care of
bro.
yourself.
Right. I think that's a good thing for him because it's like it's hard to go the other way when you're a dick and you got to be nice. So for him to
Yeah.
be a nice guy and like just having to go the other way, it's refreshing to see because not a lot of people get that amount of success and that much access and still nice people, you know?
I see, like, Wyndham the opposite. Like, Wyndham was kind of like being a dick to, like, himself.
Right,
Right.
right.
And even, like, probably, like, to fans and such, like, almost breaking clubs and just anger, like anger issues that the shrink helped him through. And now he's, like, doing great things and he's trying to, like, inspire people and he's taking care of the young kids and he's signing autographs last night after he got second place. Like, after the lip out, he's over there signing autographs for the little kids, right? Like, Rory needs to do the opposite. Rory needs to go, like, the villain for a minute. Like, don't be the hero that's like trying
Yeah.
to save the tour. Like, I just be the villain. Like, fuck the tour, fuck
Mamba
the
mentality,
politics,
man.
go win the Masters, bro.
No, for seriously, like, and to me, it's like, I mean, obviously they do it. I don't know. I think some of them do it more than others, depending on where they're at and what status they have. But like, if I haven't won an event and I'm taking time off from other events, I'm going to go play that course as many times as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some Augusta members would love to play with Rory, so I don't think he's going to have a hard time getting out there. So just locking in, I guess. What else is going on, man? Matt Fitzpatrick, dude. Like? Do you believe him realizing it or not knowing that he had weights in his clubs?
I heard what they said. It's like they had extra weights in his grips or something, and it was making him like hook the ball or something.
Yeah, I think it's like his driver.
But then it's like when you know, like I've been putting like with this string, you know, like two T's with a string tied, so on a straight putt,
Yeah,
practicing because like sometimes you can't tell if it's you or if it's the club or if it's the green or if it's the wind or like, you know what I mean? It's very hard to tell. So like when I try new clubs and shit and then, you know, I hit it and I think it went perfect. It feels like I hit it perfect. And then when I turn and look, that shit's hooking. And it's like, was that the club or was that me? And then you almost fix it where like, well, I know if I just keep the face open a little bit more, it'll
right.
stop hooking. Right. So they're so good at golf. Like he's so good. It's probably like, you know, they want to see it come out of a certain window or whatever when they hit the ball. So like when he hits it and it comes a little left, it's like, just fucking open up. I could just do this, that, or the other and make it start a little bit further to the right and I can play it. You
Right.
know, like they're so good at golf. My point is that like, it's hard for me to imagine that his equipment was off so bad that he played bad for a couple years or a couple starts or whatever it's been. And if they're blaming it on the equipment, like, I mean, if it's that easy, why didn't he win this week? He was up there. He was trying,
He
right?
was up there. I think
Yeah.
he did. I think he drove the ball a lot better this week, or the last couple of weeks since he realized it. It's funny because he's a member at my club in Jersey, and seeing him out there is just. He's always got the notebook and writing shit down, and it's nuts, man, to watch a person who's very detailed, like practice. Watch him hit 12 balls, bro. You could be there for fucking 45 minutes. It's nuts.
I got the opposite. I got the opposite. I'm like, we fucking speedy out there. I just fucking, and then I was thinking about it the other day. Like, I was going, like, I'm in there, I'm out there hitting balls and I'm hitting it kind of weird. And I go and use the bathroom and I'm coming back out. When I'm taking a piss, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm basically hitting the ball so fast. Like, the worse I hit it, the faster I'm doing it. And I'm trying to hit I'm going as fast as I can because it only takes one. You know, like when
Right.
I'm hitting it fucking weird, it's like if I just hurry up and hit faster, 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 then eventually I'm gonna hit one good. And when I hit one good, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm back. And then I
Right.
can just try to keep doing that swing over and over. But when they're feeling like shit, it's like the logical thing to do would be what he's doing. It's like step off it, go through a process, go through, like if you were really playing golf, I got to work on the way I practice better for sure, because I'm not sometimes I catch myself out there. It's like, dude, maybe that range session just made me worse. Like I might have just got worse at golf in 30 minutes. I hit balls. I think I'm worse than I was if I hadn't even gone to the fucking range, I've been a better golfer than going to the range. Like, this was like, I actually went to the fucking range to get better and I just got worse. And then that's it. I got worse. So like,
No, that
you don't
definitely
get to keep
happens.
getting worse.
No, definitely don't. But that definitely happens though, man. That's funny you say that. That shit happens to me a lot. I go out there and practice and practice and practice, and like the first couple swings are like buttery soft, nice little draws, feeling good. And then 15 minutes later, I'm fucking gripping it and ripping it, and shit's going sideways. I'm like, fuck, that shit is rough.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's golf's the only sport that you can like practice really fucking hard for 2 weeks and not get better. It's like, how do you not get better?
Right.
That's amazing.
Man, you know what? Honestly, I really started taking like stretching and shit like that serious before I played. I didn't before, and it's like, especially playing so early. I mean, obviously, these young kids can just get up and wake up and swing at 125 miles an hour. But for me, man, getting up at 5 a.m. and not properly stretching, even though you don't tee off till like 8 and like really loosen up, bro. Because out there, it's not like going out and playing with your boys. It's not like, you got one or two holes to ease into the match or whatever. It's like, no, once you get out there, bro, it's game time. The first peg is everything counts. There's no, two off the first tee, none of that. So like being properly feel like you can compete, like nothing like little small aches, like, damn, I still gotta unlock this part of my back, or I'm like, oh, little, nah, yeah, nah. And for me, seeing those dudes in full swing, like having full workouts before they play, I'm like, shit, I don't know if I could do that. Like, granted, I mean, walking and playing is obviously tough, but like, if you're in that kind of shape, that's just gonna be a breeze. You can walk 72 holes if somebody else carrying your bag.
And you're carrying your own bag. I was played in the pro-am with Charlie Hall.
Yeah.
She's like crazy into the gym. She's like working out like crazy, couple workouts a day in between golf and training and all that shit. But like she says she goes to the gym for like mental health and like to feel better and endorphins and all of that stuff. It's not necessarily to make her better at golf. We played in the pro-am and it was like 7:00 shotgun. And she had to wake up. She had to wake up really, really early. So she basically the first now this is a pro-am, so she doesn't really give a fuck that much, right? On the whole thing. But she was really tight the whole time. The first 8, 10, the whole time basically, she was just like her body was uncomfortable. She was tight. She had worked out really hard the day before. And she said the only way she can get loose is if she goes for a run. Like she has to go for a jog so that the jog actually releases all of her muscles or something. So she's not tight. And so the fact she plays anytime you see her playing on the tournament, she's already run X amount of miles that morning. And it's running to get unsore from the hard ass workout you did yesterday, right? Like she said, it's the only way her body releases the tightness and of the overdoing it with weights and being physically really, really, really sore from a workout. Like Erica for my birthday, one time she got me a trainer. She got me some personal trainer and took me to this fucking boot camp, dude. And I was doing the fucking squats and I was doing the lunges and I was doing this, that, and the other. Buddy, I couldn't golf for a week Like it took me out of it. My legs were shot, my arms, my chest, everything hurt. I couldn't get on and off the toilet. I mean, it was a fucking problem, bro. And like, I couldn't golf. I'm like, for my birthday, you just took me out of golf for at least a week, maybe 8 days, bro. I was shot.
This is
I
the
couldn't
worst present
swing.
you could ever give me.
Yeah, thanks a lot. The gift that keeps on giving. I'm out. I can't golf, fucking nothing. I couldn't even walk hardly, bro. I'm gimping in and out of the truck, trying to fucking get to the car. But like, if I'm really, really, really sore, it's
Oh
very hard
man,
to play golf sore.
like a motherfucker, bro.
So
I
like,
can't do a sword, bro. No way. No
yeah,
way.
like arm
That's
day.
fucking
Like you go arm
hilarious.
day and then you gotta golf. Arms all fucking sore, tight.
Trying to hit drives after squatting is fine. Trying to hit wedges after squatting is dead. It's like,
Yeah.
man,
And they're working out so much that it's like Charlie, she's on a do it. She does that shit every single day and then has to work out again in the morning just to be loose enough to go play golf.
my legs and it's funny because you're not even supposed to move your legs like that when you're wedges, but my legs would just be shaking, bro. Like just trying to stay still and stay on that left side, shaking. Man,
little fucking picket.
oh wee.
Oh, I just saw they did they put an investment in Chad Mum's thing called, I think it's called the Pro Shop, which is his
Mm,
new production company, the guy that did Netflix. He's been on the show in the
yeah,
past. Remember Chad?
yeah.
So he left Netflix or wherever he did his production company. He went and started his own production company. And then I just saw the PGA Tour put in 20 mil. So he also is taking over Scratch TV for the
Mm,
tour, the scratch joint. So
yeah,
it's interesting, like if the tour is doing stuff like that. So like not only are they invested in their own properties or whatever, they're invested in other people's properties that can leverage their resources to make those companies profitable, which
yeah.
is, look, I mean, this shit is fun. It's like profitable being in business and being profitable is like shooting pars. Like you gotta like get birdies and pars. You can't be making
Oh yeah,
bogeys and double bogeys. So like when you're not, and also it's like too much pressure too. Like out here, the AT&T, the Pebble Beach Pro Am AT&T. I keep
mm-hmm.
hearing that like AT&T's backing out next year. This, that, and the other. Right. So
Really.
like there's too much pressure on the tour, and they have to rely too much on their sponsors. Right.
Yeah,
And then they have all these rules or all these obligations that come along with the sponsors and this, that, and the other. It's like, it's probably going to be a wholesome feeling for the commissioner or whoever. It's like, you know what? I don't care about them. Like, how about that? Like, we don't care. We don't need sponsors. Like, we'll take it. We want money. We're good. We love sponsors. We love
right.
to have brand partners that'll make the experience better for people. But like, when you're 100% reliant on a sponsor, and if that sponsor pulls out, like where you left, if you have no money, you have no fun, you got no way to do prizes for cash prizes or run the tournament and things like that. So yeah, I think it's great that did that, and they've already got it going. So I kind of like the play where it was like, oh, the tour's gonna merge with with Live or the people of whatever the fuck that is. I'm not against it, and I imagine it's gonna happen, but it definitely is a better card that you've already taken in this massive investment, right? So it's like, well,
Right.
we're making it a profitable business and for-profit business with or without Liv's investments. Like we just took in this massive investment. We, got all these team owners and, athletes and entertainers. And like, it's probably a much better hand of cards to be at the table with than if it's just, oh, AT&T's backing out. Somebody come save us. Like,
Right.
nah, we got money. We're good. We got some runway now. We're going to make it profitable and we're going to figure it out. If you want to join in, we'd love to have you, but it's going to be on our terms, not bailing me out type shit, which what it looked like at first when he just came out of nowhere and was like, we're partnering with LIV. It's like, damn, what's going on behind closed doors? This sounds like something shady's going on. Now
Right.
it's like he can negotiate a little better because he's got that other investment first. What do you think?
It's a lot of money to be had out here. I mean, I think it's dope that they are investing in people who also love the game and are trying to help grow the game too. I think for a while it always seemed like the tour, you had to invest in the tour to be around, you know. And I think it's moving in a direction to where it's more, well, hopefully anyway, it's more about the actual game, the love of the game, opposed to. And I think the NBA do a good job of that, but it's hard because when you think of basketball, that's pretty much all you think of. And it's funny because I feel like it was like that for a while, and now when you say golf, it's like, well, there's live in the PGA, but mainly for people who like us, we probably say PGA because that's just what we've known for forever. But the younger generation is going to come up thinking both, and to me, it's everything is. Everything that's happened yesterday is in the past. So what's happening now and in the future to come is all going to be a lot of things that we've never seen before, and it's going to be completely different. So for me, it's a lot of it is keeping an open mindset to. At the end of the day, I would think we're trying to make things better. Everybody's trying to make things better, and some of the old ways didn't work, and that's just the way it is. You just have to, change isn't always bad. Change isn't always good, but learning from past mistakes or past history and being able to do something about it, I think that's part of, this whole what we're all after, and whether it be with the game of golf, whether it be with life, whether it be with business, whether it be with anything. I think it has to be some type of ability or want to change something. We can't just continuously stick in the old ways. Shit, if we would have did that, we'd still be living in huts and fucking, killing animals over the fire. So I'm just happy to see it in a place to where people are listening, people are open to growing, opposed to being so far one way and so far the other way. It's too much division in the world, and let alone around, and more than any sport right now. In the game of golf is so much division. So it's either you love LIV, you hate LIV. You love the tour, you hate the tour. It's like that has so much less to do with the players who play the game professionally in the game. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great clickbaits and stuff like that. But like when we really get down to the meat and potatoes of the game, is that going to help you hit your 7-iron a little further, or a little right or left, or a little left or right? No. So for me, I try not to invest into it too much. I just want to see it continuously grow and get better.
Yeah, I think pressure creates diamonds, and they are the pressure is on, right? So they have to figure shit out. They have to. They get Rom wins the Masters, leaves, goes over to LIV. Rory, little chatter going on. It's like, get this shit figured out so the fans can have what they want. And it's not about 4 times a year. It's like every single week. Put them together. Like,
Yeah.
I was throwing it around with Mark Wirtz the other day. Like, it's probably a good one to end on, and then maybe people can put their answers, we can put this on the Instagram or something. But if you're gonna do a Ryder Cup and you're gonna do 12 tour PGA versus 12 LIV Ryder Cup, and you got to put your money on it, even. Who you picking? Who you picking, Swish? Think about it. You got on one side, you got
12.
Sergio, Ian Poulter. Just think of who the LIVs got. Obviously, DJ Brooks.
You said
Phil.
Ryder Cup format?
Yeah, exact Ryder Cup. Like same old
Oh
Ryder
yeah,
Cup, right?
I'm taking
So we're
LIV.
going.
I'm
You
taking
going
LIV.
LIV?
Yeah.
Now, but on the other side, like think about it. You got Scottie, Victor, you got Clark, you got some good players though,
You
and
got
it's
some
only
good
12.
players, but those dudes over there is killers. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You got Brooks is a killer. DJ, you catch him when you catch DJ awake in the right time of the day, he's gonna beat the shit out of you. Bryson, obviously, I mean, Bryson should have made the
It's
Ryder
tough.
Cup.
Yes.
Sergio Poulter's one of the greatest Ryder Cup players ever. He still got a lefty.
You got the Iceman on there as a captain. P-Rod,
P-Rock, come
Patrick
on.
Reed.
Patrick
Yeah,
Reed,
and then you
Masters
got the young
champion.
guns. You got those kids that
Wolf.
you got a lot. It's interesting. So everybody's like, oh, at first they're like, oh, lives like for washed up dudes, this, that, and the other. Go head to head.
I didn't even say John Rahm.
Yeah, then you got Rom and DJ.
I mean,
And then you got like Jocko and them that are fucking on a ripper. It'd be hard. I don't know. I don't think the tour can win.
I
I
don't think
have
so
to
either.
give you, at least I would have to say it's
So let's say 12, right? 12 US. You go, or 12 PGA Tour, excuse me. You go Rory, Scheffler,
fucking good, dude. That's a good start. You
JT,
got Clark,
Hovland, Ricky,
Wyndham.
Wyndham, Jordan, Tony, Tommy.
It's good. This could be as exciting as Tyson and Jake Paul. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Everybody's gonna watch
man.
this. Like, just do it. Just do the lip verse tour.
Who wins? Hold up. Who wins that fight before we get off topic? Who wins this fight?
I think Tyson gonna win, man. I don't know how we can deal with that. He's
I
in
see,
there 57. He on the
bro,
ayahuasca. He's ayahuasca'd out, training. He didn't even know how old he is. He
bro.
feels like he's 23.
This is my thing. I think Jake Paul wins only because Tyson understands if I really get in here and get after with him, I'm gonna hurt him. And then if he does, and when he doesn't do that, he's gonna tire himself out and he's gonna be thinking too much, and Jake Paul's gonna get him. That's the only way I see it. Now, if he comes in there like I'm trying to, if he's coming there like I'm not trying to not hurt him. I'm trying to hurt him. Oh, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad,
yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm thinking.
It's going
If
to
he
be
goes
bad.
old school Tyson and just jumps on his ass right from the
Yeah,
ring of the bell, and he just goes in there with those furies of fucking punches, I don't think the young buck can handle
yeah.
all that.
I don't think Mike. I think Mike knows he can't do that to him. He'll kill him.
Yeah, he'll kill him. That's what I'm
He'll
thinking. But
kill him
like,
for
what's
real.
wild is like my pops is like crazy excited to watch that, right?
Really?
And he's 70. You know what I mean? But like, he loves
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. Like, he wants to watch that shit. And you got all the old people are watching it. Like, oh, Tyson's gonna fuck this dude up, bah, bah, bah. So they're all tuning in. And then Remington's 12, he's obsessed with Jake Paul on that side. So you literally have from like 10-year-olds all the way up to like 80-year-olds
But
that are all gonna watch that fight. I heard it's on Netflix. I heard they may be doing it at the Cowboys Stadium or something. It's like the biggest fight ever.
you
Like,
know,
who's not watching that one?
that better app that I wanted to do. That's who raised the money with it.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Better. Yeah, because he's on the Jake Paul. That's better. I mean, what a play though. Like, even for Tyson, like the bag of money he's about to get is insane. Like,
I
thank
mean,
God for Jake Paul and pulling all this shit together. But again, like that excitement is almost what like, when you got half the country, the older side saying like, oh, Tyson's gonna win, and then half the other part of the world and the younger people are like, nah, Jake Paul's gonna win. That makes everybody watch it. And right now, if they throw the LIV versus the PGA Tour
that's what
head
we
to
need
head,
to see. That's what we
That's
need to
it.
see.
Like, put that on Thanksgiving.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Do that shit on during the holidays.
Oh man,
Make sure
that
everyone's
right
off
there.
work.
You put that on Christmas, bro. That's the best Christmas gift any man can have.
All right, well, fuck. That's it. Another round in the books. Stephen Malbon J.R. Smith, Part 3 podcast. See you when we see you.